now that we have all had time to wipe the tears away, calm down a little, and realise we're watching Gintama. We've had our dose of sad realism, so it's only right that they drop us off with some more inane humour. And that's what I feel like is going to happen because, well, it's the Gintama way of doing things. But now, the Shogun is back in his role. Everything is as it should be. Status quo. Almost. Let's see some more. So they're not doing the outro first again this time. The previous episode gave us at least something to think about. How far are we willing to go to protect what we really cherish? And how long are we prepared to wait? But obviously with that kind of story kind of concluded, but opening up the other thorough lines like her, the Amanto up above, and of course bringing in the Executioner. Huh? Wait, huh? I think I get that reference. Are we actually finally going back and doing something about the dojo? After so long of forgetting about that kind of beginning of the reason they're introduced, the kind of premise. What does that even mean? Everyone's saying, oh, this your character. You were so lax about it beforehand. Oh. I mean, after so many episodes, you're going to forget a storyline or a fact or two. If you could go back and watch elements of your own life, well, things could be so much easier. Well, I don't think that's particularly true. Well, it looks like I've been told, isn't it? We can't let it fade away. I guess being like one of the few left in a generation. Yeah, it's kind of curious that Kentucky is bringing that one up. Why is the fact of, the sport of kendo troublesome? It would Saberu. But how much more dangerous would it be just, you know, at least everyone's padded up and they're using wooden swords with wrappings, but no beam sabers. Copyright free infringement notwithstanding beam sabers. That's a grin. Did his glasses falling me? How long have you been out of the action? Time for a backstory, methinks. Do you think that grin is permanently affixed to his face? No. So, is he now going to be a teacher for them? Those young Padawans. He... So what made you think that he was... That's what made him think that he was dead. What a thing, you've just been given a promotion. Being able to travel out in space and it almost coming... tumbling down so soon. I wouldn't rest that beam saber on my shoulder. He talks a big game. But two of them not being incredibly impressed. Is this going to be the kind of storyline where someone returns with a big fanfare, but actually their lives are shockingly bad, and they're just trying to make up for it? And how long is it? And why is the roof collapsing? Do you just have a collection of beam sabers to hand out for people to practice with? You might be misselling what the dojo is about. He's not selling it hard enough. Maybe not do so on a bridge. He's already caused destruction to the house just a few minutes ago. How many beams does he have? Maybe not a polite conversation to be having out in public. Especially when you're trying to advertise your dojo. Well, actually, according to Gintama, that is a very effective move to use. Ask any number of ninjas. They come to join. Never gonna miss an opportunity. Ah, the Beach Sandal Club. Still not something I would want. They have to make their presence known. If only they knew the danger. Where did she just pull out a cannon? The bazooka I can understand. I mean, yes, but also I'm not sure he's particularly afraid of that Kondo. He's done much more dangerous things. What happened to that statement of people couldn't be hurt? Oh no. We've already had, like Darth Elizabeth, whatever that was called. Oh, the only country that wasn't clouded in smoke. Clouds. Clouded in clouds? A successful recruitment drive. It's having some of these people here is a good starting place, let's be honest. But actually having them stick around to train and do things properly, you might be waiting some time. Who cooked this meal? I think by Kakura's face we can tell. Please don't make us eat it. Is it in everyone's capabilities? Instructor? If only it was that easy. I mean, how much is built into that arm? And what else is metal? Okay, why doesn't he do the technique with his other hand then? Prove a point. How do you spell that? You don't have to. Is this split down the middle? Like a two-face situation? Almost. Well, that's very not that different, actually. They were still complaining about how you had a one-up against people who don't have cyborg bodies. He's actually writing it. It's something that he's had to live with. He's looking pretty good for a dead guy. That's... You got to thank those little green bastards. Maybe you just run out of battery. You gotta find the charging port. And a funnel. Of course, instead of calling a hospital, you'd call the mechanic. It's an element unknown to man. And what was that expression the Shinpachi pulled? Kind of a fixed diet. Is he... So separating from the machine and he is just a corpse. You know, so lots of people have pacemakers and the like to supplement their heart. But is the fact that him being a cyborg change much? He probably just weighs a little bit more and shouldn't be around magnets, but other than that, he doesn't seem like he's changed personality much, or they would have mentioned something. Yeah, Shinpachi never changed. We know that. While everyone else is busy practicing. And how does the... That's how he fixes the situation. Both of you shut up. Being paid to cry. I haven't thought of that one. Well, not only breaking them from their hard feelings, but also so wise beyond his own years at that age. Well, that must be why I can never laugh anymore. How much is he... Like, how much of a burden is he shouldering then? Oh god, this is bringing back Final Fantasy memories. What a good face. Practicing well. I was considering joining them, but I don't want the head wounds. So just get up, start laughing. Still can't get over Obi-Wan. Everyone was outside just listening in. Are they off? Well, that was either some pitiable looks or completely defeated. The Shinsengumi has fallen apart without him. Completely defeated. Yeah, don't give him what he needs. Just give him a length of rope and be done with it. Oh, well, instead of grovelling in self-pity, can you... the human race is about to be killed off. But at least he distracted her enough to drop the Tanto? I don't know. Right. And now they've become a target. Nice balaclavas. Actually, yeah, we use lasers quite a lot throughout the world. Bomb. Oh, they replaced both of his eyes. I thought only one was robotic. But I feel like this is going to be a case of... Oh, this is an arc following an arc, but going to be a case of the strength of friendship overpowering lasers. Freaking laser beams. I don't see it. I mean, you know, love and friendship is cool and all, but superheated photons, beam, sabers, sword, cannon. And how big of a galactic threat is the production of these beam cannons for the... Knowing the... Also, why is Earth leading the charge on banning them? Haven't they got a lot more to deal with right now? Okay. Oh. Oh. Butter. I feel like this is a... Well, now that we have a ticking clock in the way of that Obi-Wan... It's actually probably more like hydraulics than gears or clockwork, but still. The invaders from the planet Beam coming down, threatening Earth, can only really end one way. Well, two ways, but Gintama's too strong to be cancelled. And something tells me that although the admittedly huge jump in the percentage of people actually going to this dojo that they've obtained in the past 24 minutes, I don't think it's going to stay that high. The pupil turnover rate is shockingly high. But now that we are getting into a story of love, death, and robots, how long is it going to be until Gintama takes things to the stars? Maybe even start a war or two. At least we know there'll probably be plenty of those little green kickballs. And now that the entire planet itself seems to be in danger, the previous storyline, which just focused on the leader in charge and his dodgy dealings, seems quite small in comparison. But also less personal, so not so much emotional commitment. I think we're all going to want to be here to see it. But whether you need to ingest some fluids, masticate some solids, or just rest up, we're all going to need to be fully charged for what's coming up. I guess I'll see you there. My patrons are the complex machinery that is surgically grafted to the body that is my channel. And if you would like to help keep me artificially alive, consider joining onto my Patreon as well. Because without the likes of Sal, Electricant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Matt, Rasmus Paulson, Gurley, Dark Shadow 7899, Kite, Saltitron, Mauricio Lozano, and everyone else, I would be floundering by the wayside, not at all able to keep up my beam saber.